Breaking news. The relentless cost of living crisis is hammering millions of households across the UK. Now, more than ever, it's crucial to stay on top of your finances, particularly regarding benefits and pension payments. As we enter June 2025, there are critical updates that everyone must grasp about payment timelines, expected amounts, and additional support that could alleviate some of the financial strain. Let's cut to the chase. Household bills have skyrocketed over the past few months. Energy prices, council tax, water rates, everything is on the rise. Despite some much-needed income boosts from the new financial year, many families are still drowning in bills. In April, the Department for Work and Pensions, DWP, raised benefits by a mere 1.7%, a pittance compared to the soaring inflation rates. The state pension, however, did see a more substantial bump of 4.1% due to the triple lock mechanism, allowing pensioners to pocket an extra £472 annually. The national minimum wage increased by 6.7%, giving full-time workers about £1,400 more per year. But don't be fooled, these increases are quickly swallowed up by the ever-rising costs of living. To add salt to the wound, the latest announcements from the Labour government have stirred up fresh anxiety. A staggering £5 million in welfare cuts is on the horizon, altering the universal credit system significantly. These changes, set to roll out in 2026, will affect both the amount individuals can claim and the eligibility criteria, especially concerning health-related elements of universal credit and the Personal Independence Payment, PIP. Starting in April 2026, new claimants for the health element will have their weekly entitlement slashed to just £50, nearly half of the current amount. If there's any chance you qualify, you must act fast and apply before these draconian rules take effect. Understanding the scale of this crisis is vital. Recent research from the Joseph Rowntree Foundation reveals that over 14 million people in the UK, about 21% of the population, were living in poverty in 2022-23. This includes 8.1 million working-age adults, 4.3 million children, and 1.9 million pensioners. These are not just statistics, they represent real families struggling to pay rent, buy food, and heat their homes. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of benefit and pension payment dates for June 2025. Thankfully, there are no bank holidays this month, meaning all payments will be processed as usual. If you're receiving universal credit, state pension, pension credit, child benefit, disability living allowance, PIP, attendance allowance, carers allowance, employment and support allowance, ESA, income support, or job seekers allowance, expect your payments to arrive on schedule. For those on the state pension, your payment day is decided by the last 2 digits of your national insurance number. Monday for the 19th of January, Tuesday for 20 to 39, Wednesday for 40 to 59, Thursday for 60 to 79, and Friday for 80 to 99. It's also crucial to mention that the DWP is forging ahead with the transition of legacy benefits like tax credits, housing benefit, and income support to universal credit. The goal is to wrap up this migration by January 2026. If you're still on one of these older benefits and haven't received a letter prompting you to switch, it's high time you contact the DWP. Here's a shocking fact. Around £23 billion in benefits goes unclaimed every year. That's money meant for people who desperately need it, simply going to waste. Policy in Practice has created an online calculator to help you uncover what you're entitled to, so don't let this opportunity slip by. Beyond the usual benefits and pensions, additional support exists, especially if you're facing unexpected expenses. If you're on universal credit and encounter a financial emergency, you can apply for a budgeting advance loan. These loans are interest-free and deducted from your future universal credit payments. You can borrow a maximum of £348 if single, £464 if in a couple, and £812 if you have children. And there's more good news on the horizon. Beginning in April 2025, the cap on how much can be deducted from your benefits for debt repayment will decrease from 25% to 15% of your standard allowance, meaning more cash stays in your pocket each month. If you're experiencing financial hardship, charitable grants may also be available to you. These grants are often overlooked but can significantly alleviate your burden. Whether you're disabled, a carer, unemployed, a student, or dealing with bereavement, organizations like Turn to Us can help you identify grants for which you might qualify. Energy bills are one of the heaviest weights on UK households. The energy price cap has surged again, rising from £1,738 to £1,849, a 6.4% increase, translating to an average of £925 more annually for the typical household. If you're struggling with these escalating costs, reach out to your energy provider. Many, including Scottish Power, EDF, O, and Octopus, offer supportive schemes. British Gas, in particular, provides grants of up to £2,000, even to non-customers, through their Energy Trust. Check the eligibility criteria and apply directly on their website. Council tax is another area where you might find relief. If you're on a low income or receiving specific benefits, you could qualify for a reduction of up to 100%. Even if you don't meet standard criteria, many councils provide discretionary relief for those in severe hardship. Applications can be made through your local council's website, and these discounts can truly make a difference. If you're a working parent, don't forget childcare assistance. All working parents of 3- and 4-year-olds in the UK are currently eligible for 30 hours of free childcare, expanded earlier this year to include 15 free hours for 2-year-olds. Starting September, families with children as young as 9 months will qualify, and by September 2025, every child under 5 will be eligible for 30 hours of childcare per week. Just remember to apply and reconfirm your eligibility every 3 months via the government's childcare portal. Additionally, tax-free childcare is available, allowing you to reclaim 20p for every 80p you spend, up to £500 every quarter. The economic landscape is tough, and with changes to the welfare system looming, many families may feel overwhelmed. But there's still help out there. Whether it's benefit payments, grants, loans, or childcare support, staying proactive and informed can make all the difference. Understand your entitlements, utilize available tools to check your eligibility, and don't hesitate to ask for help if you're struggling.